Believe it or not, Instagram is more than just selfies and stories. It's actually a very powerful tool for advertising. So here are a few of our best tips for getting you in the right direction when it comes to your Instagram ad campaigns. One of the first and most important things to do when you are crafting an Instagram ad campaign is to establish an objective. What is the major overarching goal that you want to achieve with your ad campaign? For some people, it might just be increased reach. You're a new business and you just want to get the word out about yourself. Others may be experiencing a lack of sales and they want to go ahead and convert people and get them to purchase and add their items to their cart. Some people might want to boost engagements and generate more conversation among their existing followers. So take a moment to think about what exactly you want the outcome to be, because that's going to help steer the direction of your campaign. So Instagram takes these different objectives and categorizes them into 3 different groupings: awareness, consideration, and conversions. Once you've decided on the objective, you'll want to optimize for one of those 3 buckets. Next, you'll want to choose your creative and choose it carefully. Instagram is no longer just quick snaps from an iPhone. Creative has gotten really advanced on that platform, and you can add regular images, videos, carousels, and even Instagram story ads. So take a moment to think about who your ideal customer is based on that objective and which type of content they're more likely to resonate with. You can also test a few different types of content to see which one performs the best, and you can always turn the lower performing ads off or pause them for a bit if they're not really working for you. So carousel ads are great for shopping. Maybe you have a few different products that you want to offer so people can scroll through. Maybe a video is great for top of the funnel, just getting to know you and your business and increasing that reach and engagement. And story ads can be great for getting existing followers to take action on something since they're already familiar with you, and it can be kind of a personalized approach. Speaking of targeting your ideal customer, you'll want to go in to Instagram's ad platform and actually select the different attributes that do make up your ideal customer avatar or your buyer persona, whatever it is that you call it. Now, most businesses probably have went through an exercise like this before when considering who their ideal customers are, but if you haven't yet, now is a great time to do so. And if you have, just pull some of those buyer persona attributes and add them into your Instagram targeting information. So things that you can target by are interests. Maybe they like a certain brand that is a competitor of yours or that's very similar to yours. You can target by age. So if there's a specific age group that tends to have a higher affinity to your brand, you can target by that. You can also target by geographic area. Maybe you just want to target people in the United States or in other English-speaking countries, or maybe you're a global brand who's open to everyone. You can even get as granular as targeting by city. Maybe if there's a local event going on, you wouldn't want to target and advertise for an event in New York City all the way out in Kansas. So you can target by a lot of those different attributes. So spend some time in there. And you can also do things that are more advanced, like adding a lookalike audience, which is essentially going to pull a list of people that are similar to an existing audience that you have and kind of mirror that to give you a really good, fresh audience that's likely to consume your content and engage with your brand. Then you've got to set your budget. So you know your marketing budget better than we do. So go ahead and play around with some of those numbers. Once you start adding them into the ad platform, it will actually let you know if that budget looks good for the time allotted and the targeting and the ad type that you have selected, or if it looks like you'll need to add a little bit more budget, or if you're going to be overspending a little bit. So it's great because it does do a lot of that optimization for you. And this is the area where you can also play around a little bit with the dates too. Do you want to run your ad for a week or 2 weeks or a month? You can go ahead and play around with that and make sure that your budgeting is set up accordingly. And lastly, this part is so important. You'll need to analyze your ads. So get into the habit of checking your ads maybe once every day or once every other day when they're first getting off the ground to make sure that they're spending appropriately and that everything looks good. You want to go ahead and take a look at some industry benchmarks and make sure that you are hitting those benchmarks. And if you're not, maybe you want to look at your post copy or the creative that you have selected or your targeting information to see if something might be able to to be adjusted. Sometimes you might notice that a type of creative or a type of copy just isn't working with the audience that you have selected. So it's great because you can go ahead and update those things as needed, as long as you're paying close attention to how your ad is spending. So make sure to go ahead, gather some insights, and scale and repeat where you can. If you find something that's really working or an audience that's really resonating with you, go ahead and continue with this formula. That's how you start to scale and see true ad campaign success. So we hope this was helpful for you, and we will see you in the next video.